You want to have a successful YouTube channel? Pay attention. When I first started out, I spent so much time trying to figure out, like, how do I do this YouTube thing? I have a family, I need to support people. How do I make enough money at YouTube? How do I do this thing as a full-time gig? And is it even feasible to do that? I mean, how am I going to make enough money at this? I'm willing to work at it. I have no problem working. Some people are like, I gotta work. I love to work. I love what I do. So I'm willing to do that and do what it takes to make the YouTube channel be my supporter, make enough money. I got all wrapped up in this and what do I do and everything else. And I know so many others that are starting out and aren't these big channels do this too. Here's how this pans out. And here's what I wanted to know. How do I get subscribers? Like, you see these channels and they're working very hard at it and they get, 10, 20, 30 subscribers, etc. How do I get these 50,000, 100,000, 500,000 subscribers? What do I do to make that happen? Which means I need viewers. How do I get the viewers? How do I get people to come over and view my videos so I can get the views, so I can get enough views on there so the algorithms and everything take attention of what I'm doing. At the time it was daunting, like there are so many people on YouTube, there are so many different channels and everything else, and at the time it was like, I'm just little old me, how am I gonna get all these people to come? I hear about these successful channels, these 2-time and 3-time videos that made them a zillion views. That's so rare. How does Kevin do that at the time and be successful at doing this? How do I get popular? How do I get out there? How do I get people to come to my channel? I mean, I'm not a big hey, I want to be popular guy, but my channel would need to be popular to attract people to it who hence subscribe, who hence watch the videos, who hence make the channel grow. And I remember at the time just pulling my hair out, like, how do I get paid promotions? Like, I see these YouTubers and they get promotions and they promote this thing and that thing and they get paid for that and they get products and they sell those products and they get paid for that. Like, how do you do that? Not, oh, I get how you do it. Like, how do you really do that and make money at it? I wanted to know this. Also a big question, how would you get monetized? I think it's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Like, how do you do that in a reasonable amount of time? If no one's coming to your videos and they're not watching your videos, you're not gonna get the watch hours you need no matter how many subscribers you get. You could have 1,000 million subscribers and if no one comes watches them, you're still not gonna get the watch hours. Like, how do you do this? And then of course, how do I make money at this thing? I have bills, I have a place, I have a house, I have gear to buy, I have a family, I have mouths to feed and everything else. How do I make money doing this? If I'm going to do it part-time and just as a, kind of like this is a cool thing and work a regular job, I didn't want to do that. I want to do YouTube full-time. How in the heck did I do this? You could do what I did. You could spend thousands and tens of thousands of dollars on courses that tell you how you do this. Like, how do you become a YouTuber full time? And then watching a ton of videos by these guys who have like 150, 250, a million, 3 million views, and they all tell you what to do onto YouTube to make money on YouTube and become a full-time YouTuber, but what they're doing is they're just regurgitating the same thing over and over that tell you what to do that don't work for you as a small-time YouTuber. They only work if you're already there. Like, what do you do? So if you got like 1 million subscribers or whatever, these are the right answers for them. But for you, for the beginner, for the I want a YouTube channel, I want to do this as a career, I want to grow my channel, for you, those are not the right answers. Those are not at all the right answers. What you need to do is you need to be asking the right questions to get the right answers. They're all wrong answers for you at the time. Here's some wrong questions you end up asking yourself. YouTubers and YouTube itself say the following: make great thumbnails. Well, of course you're gonna make great thumbnails. Like, duh, why would you make crappy thumbnails? Make great titles. Well, of course, what are you gonna make? crappy titles? No, you're going to make great titles. You're going to do your best to make the best titles that you can make, right? Use great in a lot of keywords. That's not so important as it used to be, but still, you should use keywords that help your videos get found. Use end screens and cards. Like at the end of your video, you have these end screens that show you different other videos to go to, and cards, these little pop-up things that come up that tell the viewer to go do something. You should use end screens and cards. YouTube's like, end screens and cards when this first came up. So that's all you needed to do, right? Used to be post 1 video a week. Now it's post 2 or more videos a week. Yeah, that's great if you know how to post 2 or more videos a week and you have the time to post 2 or more videos a week, and you'll do it if you know that you're going to be able to move into doing this full time. But if you're going to do 2 or more videos a week and you're not making any money at it, you're going to die doing it, and you're going to have to go out and get a job and everything falls apart. They also tell you should do collaborations with other YouTubers. That sort of works, sort of doesn't work. Like in what YouTubers? You're going to go up to what YouTuber and say, I want to do a collaboration. They're going to be like, get out of here. Oh, and my favorite, you need to understand the YouTube algorithm. Okay, well, how do you understand the YouTube algorithm? You could listen to all these people who are telling you all about the YouTube algorithm and how to use it, and they've got a jillion subscribers, but that doesn't apply to you, the little guy. So how do you do that? And this just goes on and on and on, these suggestions. You can even go to YouTube, the YouTube Academy, and they make all these videos and everything else, and they tell you the same stuff. They regurgitate the same stuff to you, which works if you have a big channel. But if you have a channel starting out and trying to do this, the things do not work at all. YouTube hits you with this. Other YouTube courses you may have taken do this. They regurgitate the same thing over and over and over. Now, I'm not banging on them. They are correct. Those are the things you need to do. You do need to have good thumbnails. You do need to do these things, but that's not how you grow your YouTube channel. That's not how it's successful. That's not how you're able to make money in it. Those aren't the things that actually do it. Now, there's nothing wrong with these other guys. They're giving you tips and tricks, and they're all valid and everything else. Years and years and years of trying to do this, I realized that they were giving me all these tips and tricks and they weren't working. I didn't understand. And I still ended up with these questions. What is the right thumbnail? What is the right title? What is the right video? What is the right length? What do I use? What do I do? Like confusion. So you end up asking all these questions and getting sort of answers from people who've already made it, but not the right questions for you as a small YouTuber to grow your channel. So you just bang your brains out looking for what is the right question. And once you find the right question and you ask the right question, everything else falls into place. What is the right question? Ready to be totally underwhelmed on what the right question is? You gotta stick in there with me because this will make sense. Because the right question is, how do I make YouTube love me? I told you would be absolutely unimpressed, but stick with me because this will make total sense. This is the way you grow your channel. This is the way you make money on your channel. This is the way the channel expands, and this is the way you make this into a full-time career. How do I get YouTube to love me, to love my channel? So let's keep on target here. We want to know how I get popular, how I get paid promotions, how I get viewers, how I get people watching me. It's funny the way I came up with this. I was trying to figure all this stuff out, and I kept trying to figure it out and look at this and do I do that and everything else. And just one day, I spent so long trying to figure this out and researching and doing courses, and I spent so much money on it, and I just went, why doesn't YouTube like me? Then the light bulb went off. Bing! Now let's pretend that YouTube loves you. YouTube will promote your videos for you. They promote them for you. My course, which this comes from, tells you how and why that happens. Subscribers. How do I get more subscribers? I need subscribers. How do I do that? Well, if YouTube loves you, then YouTube will promote your videos, which means people will watch your videos, which means they'll subscribe to your videos, which means you'll get a ton of subscribers over time, which means that your channel will grow because of the views and the viewers, which means YouTube will put up and promote your past videos, which gives you more views because YouTube loves you because you're making a lot of views, which means you're making them money, which means it makes you money. You'll get monetized way quicker because you're growing faster, you're getting the number of requirements to get monetized, which means you're getting more viewers and everything else, which means you can get monetized way, way quicker, which means you can start making money at this. You just need to get monetized quicker, and the way to do that is you get all these viewers, which means you'll start making money from your videos. Since YouTube is loving you, YouTube will now promote your videos, which means they're promoting your videos, which means more people watch it, which means more ads are being paid, which means you go up higher in the I want to place an ad on this dude's channel chart, which means your ads cost more for people to advertise on them, which means you're making more and more money. You start doing that with 10, 100, whatever videos, you're making a lot of money. That's basically the essence of what happens is YouTube will be like, whoa, this dude is like really pulling in people, which really shows advertisements to these people, which means the advertisers are going, whoa, this guy's really cool, so let's throw more money at YouTube and let's tell YouTube, use this guy to promote our stuff, which means you make more money doing this. Now, as a result of that, you will get paid promotions. I use like Amazon and B&H for my particular channel, it doesn't matter, but companies will come to you and they will start paying you to promote their products. So you put links up to products and things like that, and every time somebody buys one of those products, you get a percentage of that. Now you have two sources of income. Your cool YouTube channel, which is making you a bunch of money, and all your little links, which is making you a bunch of money. You'll get so much more if YouTube loves you, and that's the point. The target, the thing you need to aim at, the thing you need to do is not watch time and hours and this and making more videos. Do I need to make 300 freaking videos a day? And do I, whatever. You need to do whatever it takes to make YouTube love you, because if YouTube loves you, you freaking win, dude. If you get YouTube as a company, as a vehicle to love you, you can throw away all the other BS you've heard about making money and making videos and everything else. You just do the things that YouTube says, I love this guy. He's pulling in people. He's getting subscribers. He's getting views. I love this guy. Let's support him and throw more stuff at him. Let's do that. Guess what? If you're not getting that, you're not doing those things. I suggest you tape up something. You're right on there. Does this make YouTube love me? With a question mark, tape it onto your wall or in your studio or wherever you're making stuff, and you look at that, and every time you're editing, every time you're filming something, every time you're scripting, every time you're going to do a video, you look at that and you determine what you do based upon that, and you are sure to exceed. Hey, you want to succeed on YouTube? Go to Basic Filmmaker University and check out the new YouTube Academy. I'd love you to leave a comment below and tell me what person keeps doing the same thing over and over. They're like crazy. Quit being crazy. And you can get YouTube to promote. You can get YouTube to promote your video, because, you know, I mean, if you don't have YouTube promoting your video, then, I mean, you're nowhere, dude. I can hear it now. There's going to be comments below. That's not the way to do it. It's not that easy. You need to do this. You need to do that. What you need to do is you promote stuff. You need to take out ads and do this other thing. You need to do that. You need to have a snappy thing that you do and blah, 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 blah. You know what? Keep doing that. Stay small, and I'll just take all the money that they would have given you, and I'll just have them send it to me, and then I'll just go to the Bahamas, and I'll just sit there, and I'll sit in the beach, and I'll just like sit there and get all suntanny and stuff, because you didn't do your job, and I did. How about that?